while the 4-laning of the semi-ring road for Srinagar has achieved 60% physical progress. Tunnel work on the semi-ring road in Jammu is also underway. Both ring roads are expected to be commissioned by October 2025. The completion of this final segment of the Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla rail link marks a significant milestone in enhancing connectivity and development in Jammu and Kashmir. This crucial project will strengthen integration with the rest of the country, boost economic growth, and facilitate faster, more efficient transportation. As we prepare for its full operationalization, we must ensure seamless logistics, robust infrastructure, and adequate facilities to maximize its impact on regional progress and connectivity. For the roads and bridges sector, an allocation of about rupees 4,062.93 crores has been made under capital expenditure for 25-26, which is 439.28 crores more than the revised allocation for 24-25. This enhanced investment will support infrastructure development, improve connectivity, and facilitate economic growth across Jammu and Kashmir. Our government is committed to improving irrigation and water supply infrastructure. The Tavi Barrage project, aimed at creating an artificial lake with 1.41 million cubic meters pondage to boost tourism in Jammu, is progressing rapidly and will be completed during this financial year. Additionally, the Shahpur Kandi Dam project, which will provide 1,150 cusecs of water from the river Ravi, is advancing well. Upon completion, it will ensure assured irrigation for 32,173 hectares in Kathua and Samba, benefiting local agriculture and enhancing water security. Our government shall also undertake completion of 143 irrigation and flood control schemes under the PM-KSY HKKP with an estimated amount of 611.12 crores. Our government is committed to ensuring clean and safe drinking water for every household in Jammu and Kashmir through a Jal Jeevan mission. A majority of households have already been connected, and efforts are underway to complete the remaining connections within the mission period. We are focusing on the completion of 1,544 ongoing development supply schemes, improving quality, enhancing last mile connectivity, strengthening distribution networks, and ensuring sustainable water sources to prevent supply disruptions. This is the last year of JJM schemes. 3,266 JJM schemes shall be handed over to the Pani Samitis for operation and maintenance. In addition, water supply schemes of both AIMS, Avankipora and Vijaypur shall be completed. Our government also proposes strengthening and accreditation of 98 water testing labs this year. Through these efforts, we aim to provide reliable and uninterrupted access to drinking water for all. Under flood management and border area program, 12 flood protection works, 20 irrigation projects under KMKSY are set to be completed this year. The Lar Canal in Ganderbal will be upgraded to enhance irrigation efficiency and improve water resource management. Additionally, 143 schemes shall be completed under the PM-KSY HKKP scheme, along with 20 water supply schemes and 10 irrigation schemes under NABARD, strengthening water security and irrigation facilities. The construction of entry and exit gates for Hokasar wetland is also nearing completion. For irrigation and water supply, an allocation of about 2,662.71 crores has been made under capital expenditure for the year 25-26, which is 817.87 crore more than the revised allocation of 24-25. Under the Smart City Mission, 309 urban infrastructure projects are underway in Jammu and Srinagar, including 20 PPP projects worth 666 crores and 55 convergence projects worth 3,475 crores. Key initiatives include Srinagar Square, Lal Chowk, Jhelum Riverfront, Polo View, and major road improvements, with 29 projects set for completion this year. Under the Green Urban Transport Initiative, 200 e-buses under the Smart City Mission are operational on designated inter- and intra-city routes, with an additional 200 e-buses approved under the PM e-bus Seva program set to be introduced soon. Furthermore, environmentally friendly e-rickshaws, e-autos, and public bicycles shall be further promoted in both capital cities. The Real Estate Regulatory Authority has been made functional to promote the real estate sector and safeguard consumer interests. To promote organized housing development, land has been allocated for mass housing projects, including the Shahjar Heights and the satellite township at Rakhigundaksha. Additionally, residential colonies for EWS beneficiaries are being developed in Birpur, Samba, Padmanpura, Pulwama, Chhatrahama, Ganderbal, Belwal, Rupnagar and Chowandi area, Jammu, alongside integrated mass housing colonies at Vatapura, Bandipora and a satellite township at Rakhigundaksha. Under PMAY, housing units for EWS, LIG and MIG families are being completed. Our government remains committed to ensuring the timely execution of these projects and continuing the development of these colonies in the future. Under Amrut, significant infrastructure improvements have been made, including 74 km of sewer lines, 13,000 sewerage connections, 6 km of pedestrian walkways, 104 km of stormwater drains, and the development of green spaces. In Amrut 2.0, 49 water supply schemes, including major projects in Sopore and Kathua, will be undertaken, with GIS-based master planning also set to improve urban planning in municipal councils and twin cities of Jammu and Srinagar. Solid waste management has been enhanced in 33 urban local bodies, with further plans to establish solid waste management centers in all 78 urban local bodies. Projects for bioremedification of waste in Kot Balwal, Jammu and Achan Srinagar are underway to address hazardous waste accumulation. Additionally, a waste disposal policy will be introduced to mitigate the environmental and health impacts of improper waste disposal. Our government will continue to focus on urban development through these initiatives. To promote ease of transactions and reduce legal disputes over property transfers, I propose a reform in the stamp duty structure for gift transactions among blood relatives. Currently, the stamp duty for such transactions varies from 3% to 7%, which discourages formal registration. To address this, I propose to reduce the stamp duty on property gifted to blood relatives to zero. Benefiting families by encouraging legal documentation and reducing inheritance disputes. This initiative will provide financial relief, ensure transparency, and streamline property transfers in Jammu and Kashmir. For housing and urban development, an allocation of 2,761.74 crores has been made under capital expenditure for 25-26, which is 823.53 crores more than the RA of 24-25. Our government is committed to constructing a state-of-the-art legislative complex in Jammu to replace the century-old facility at the Civil Secretariat. With an estimated cost of 208 crores, 72 crores has been utilized already. I propose an allocation of 50 crores in this budget for its timely creation, creating a modern, technology-driven environment for efficient and transparent lawmaking. Our government is committed to establishing a national law university in Jammu and Kashmir to drive legal education, reforms and research. With world-class training aligned to contemporary standards, the NLU will further empower future legal professionals and enhance justice delivery. I propose a provision of 50 crores in the budget for the National Law University in this year's budget for this transformative initiative. Our government is committed to ensuring efficient and accessible justice delivery through the development of state-of-the-art judicial infrastructure across Jammu and Kashmir. We are constructing new court buildings, residential complexes for judicial officers and chambers for advocates, while also renovating existing facilities. These efforts reflect our commitment to strengthening the justice system and ensuring legal accessibility for all. I propose an allocation of 125 crores in the budget to meet this requirement. Our government is committed to a digital Jammu and Kashmir, enhancing efficiency, transparency and service delivery. The number of online public services had increased from 60 to 1,166 with integrations like Mobile Dost, DigiLocker and Payment Gateway. we are adopting an outcome-based digital strategy, focusing on principles like line to line, line to online, Q to QR, and cashless and presence-less services, ensuring accessible and citizen-centric governance. Our government is enhancing IT infrastructure and digital governance through the e-Governance Center of Excellence, fostering innovation in agriculture and healthcare. Initiatives like Wi-Fi hubs, digital village centers, and hospital automation, citizen service through IVRS, and network and security operation centers will further improve efficiency and transparency. The 861.37 crore expansion of Jammu Airport and the 1,667 crore expansion of Srinagar Airport are pivotal to enhancing air connectivity in the region. Jammu's expansion, including a new civil enclave on 900 plus canals, will increase capacity and infrastructure to be completed by June 2026. Srinagar's expansion with an integrated terminal and apron extension will further boost peak hour capacity to 2,900 and annual capacity to 10 million, transforming it into a world-class hub, driving tourism, trade, and economic growth. Our government is expanding the subsidized helicopter service scheme with the Jammu-Mender-Jammu route recently approved and more routes planned. To strengthen connectivity, 6 new helipads in Bandipur and 1 in Kupwara are operational, with additional helipads to be built over the next 2 years, for which I propose an allocation of rupees 10 crores in this budget. Under the Udan scheme, the Kishtwar airstrip will be developed, boosting regional connectivity and economic growth. Post-apportionment of our assets with Ladakh and recognizing the need for additional and better facilities, our government has prioritized the development of modern, self-sustaining accommodation and bhavans for visiting patients, students, people and officers from Jammu and Kashmir in Delhi, Mumbai, Chandigarh and Amritsar. I propose a provision of 50 crores in the budget for this facility. Our government is committed to improving residential facilities for our employees, recognizing their vital role in governance. With about 4,500 existing residential units in Jammu and Srinagar, we aim to meet the growing demand by expanding infrastructure. In the current fiscal year, nearly 300 new 2 BHK and 3 BHK units will be added, with 216 in Srinagar and the rest in Jammu. I propose 38 crores for their completion in this budget. Additionally, a new project for twin towers with 64 modern 4 BHK and 3 BHK units at Canal Road, Jammu will address accommodation shortages at higher levels. With an estimated cost of 63 crores, I propose 20 crores in the budget for this project. Furthermore, we plan to monetize high potential assets and redevelop outdated accommodations with a token provision of 10 crores in this budget. To support newly created departments, we will expand the civil secretariat complexes by creating additional wings both in Jammu and Srinagar, for which I propose an allocation of 20 crores for this initiative. A free, independent and responsible press is the cornerstone of a vibrant democracy. Our government is unwavering in its commitment to upholding press freedom and ensuring that journalists operate in a secure and transparent environment. The media plays a vital role in shaping public opinion, strengthening democratic institutions, and keeping citizens informed. In this spirit, we are committed to strengthening press infrastructure, facilitating greater access to information, and protecting the rights of journalists. We will take concrete steps to revive and support the press clubs in Jammu and Srinagar, providing a dedicated space for journalists to engage, collaborate and contribute meaningfully in public discourse. The original grant for the financial year 2024-25 was 1,51,526 crores gross and 1,18,390 crores net of WMA of rupees 33,156 crores. During the course of the year from 1st April 24 to 31st March 25, an amount of 6,242.34 crores shall be withdrawn in excess of grant in respect of demand number 1, GAD, 2, Home, 8 finance, 10 law, 12 agriculture production, 18 social welfare, 19 housing and urban, 24 hospitality and protocol, 29 transport, 30 tribal affairs, 32 horticulture, 33 disaster management, relief, rehabilitation and reconstruction, and 36 cooperative out of the consolidated fund of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to defray expenses on services and purposes required during this period. This had been largely necessitated due to expenses related to pension, land purchase at Dwarka, New Delhi, stipend and scholarship in social welfare schemes, and grants under agriculture development. My government is dedicated to expanding social security for the most vulnerable sections of society while enhancing J&K's competitiveness in national economy through grassroots level reforms. This budget not only strengthens welfare measures but also drives transformative programs to accelerate infrastructure development, productivity and economic growth, ensuring a more prosperous and inclusive Jammu and Kashmir. We need to ensure that this is done in a fiscally prudent manner. We need to explore every avenue for upscaling revenue generation while enhancing social protection for the poor. We need to ensure cost savings through austerity measures and efficiency measures. We must also improve the impact of public expenditure by leveraging scale, competition and private initiatives. In this direction, we will undertake rationalization of tax on fossil fuels. While fossil fuels are presently essential to our development, the encouragement of their consumption needs to be gradually reduced to encourage a shift towards cleaner technologies. The prices of these fossil fuels are lower in Jammu and Kashmir than neighboring states like Punjab, Haryana, Himachal and Delhi. Hence, it is proposed to reduce the rebate on petrol by 1 rupee per litre and on HSD by 2 rupees per litre and increase tax rate on aviation turbine fuel to 5%. We are losing tax revenue due to purchase of new and used vehicles from outside Jammu and Kashmir. But these vehicles use public roads and parking infrastructure in Jammu and Kashmir. Such purchases from outside J&K not only cause revenue loss but also deprive local dealers of business. Hence, for all fresh non-transport vehicles having an authorized dealership or sale point in Jammu and Kashmir but purchased from outside Jammu and Kashmir, they shall be levied a 12% road token tax. Thus, there will be a 3% green cess over and above the existing tax rate on such vehicles. To augment revenues, our government is committed to exploring the introduction and enhancement of various taxes, tariffs, fees and royalties as appropriate. This approach will ensure sustainable fiscal growth while balancing economic development and public welfare. The grant to autonomous bodies, including universities, shall be linked to their enrollment, R&D work, consultancy work, and revenue realization. The total gross receipts for 25-26 are estimated at 1,40,309.99 crores, including the provision for ways and means advances and overdraft of 28,000 crores. Given these receipts, the total gross expenditure is estimated to be 1,40,309.99 crores. The total net budget estimates for the fiscal 25-26 are rupees 1,12,310 crore, excluding the provision for ways and means advances and overdraft. The expected revenue receipts are 97,982 crore and capital receipts are 14,328 crore. Similarly, the revenue expenditure is estimated to be 79,303 crore and the capital expenditure is to be 32,607 crore. The own tax revenues, both tax and non-tax, are estimated to be 31,905 crores. In addition to this, 41,000 crores is to flow as central assistance and 13,522 crore as CSS PMDP to the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The tax to GDP ratio is projected at 7.5% for 25-26. Fiscal deficit for the year for 25-26 is estimated to be 3.3%. This is substantially lower than the 5.5% in 24-25 RE. The details are placed in this House through the FRBM document. GDP for the year 25-26 has been projected at 2,88,120 crores, which shows a growth of 9.5%. Honorable Speaker, sir, with these words, I commend the budget for the financial year 25-26 of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to this august House for consideration.
Honorable Chief Minister की बजट तकरीर आपने सुनी, इसकी कॉपी ऐवान के मेज पर रखी जाती है. Now, Honorable Chief Minister to present statement of supplementary expenditure for the year 2025-26.
Sir, I rise to present the supplementary statement for expenditure for the year 24-25.
इसके साथ ही हमारी आज की कार्रवाई खत्म होती है. अब हम कल मुल्क के 8 मार्च रोज शनिवार सुबह 10 बजे फिर इसी जगह मिलेंगे.
मैं भी वही कह रहा हूँ, मैं कोड नहीं लगाना.
The first budget of an elected government in 7 years. While it is an honor, I am acutely aware of the weight of responsibility that comes with being the custodian of Jammu and Kashmir's finances at this crucial juncture. This budget is more than just a financial statement. It is a roadmap for a new and prosperous Jammu and Kashmir, reflecting the aspirations of our people and laying a strong foundation for economic growth, social progress, and sustainable development. As we navigate challenges and embrace new opportunities, I seek the unwavering support and active collaboration of every honourable member of this august House. Together, transcending political differences, we must unite to fulfil our shared commitment to building a stronger, self-reliant Jammu and Kashmir, working for the greater good of our people. The journey of Jammu and Kashmir has been one of resilience and determination. Our government is committed to transforming Jammu and Kashmir into a modern, progressive and economically vibrant region. Our government endeavours to frame a roadmap to reclaim the prudence, sagacity and self-confidence which have been the cornerstones of our identity for generations. Our challenges are vast and our limitations are many, but we must collectively pledge to confront these challenges head-on with unwavering resolve. I have endeavoured to prepare this maiden budget as a true reflection of the dreams of our people, the needs of our future generations and the aspirations of every citizen of Jammu and Kashmir. I once again express my gratitude to the people of J&K for their enthusiastic and confident participation in the recent assembly elections. The unprecedented voter turnout is a clear testament to their unwavering resolve to move beyond the shadows of past turmoil and actively contribute to the journey of development and progress. By granting us a strong mandate, they have entrusted us with the responsibility to serve them. Today, they look to the government with renewed hope and expectations for an environment that fosters political empowerment, meaningful employment, sustainable development, social inclusivity, and robust economic growth. I assure them that we will serve them with sincerity and fulfill their aspirations for a prosperous and thriving Jammu and Kashmir. The restoration of full statehood is a deeply cherished aspiration of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and our government remains resolute in working towards its fulfillment. My government is committed to strengthening grassroots democracy by empowering Panchayati Raj institutions and urban local bodies, which play a crucial role in local governance and development. Our government is committed to holding elections to these bodies, reinforcing our commitment to accountable, inclusive and decentralized governance for the holistic development of Jammu and Kashmir. This budget emphasizes inclusive growth, fiscal prudence and strategic investments in infrastructure, agriculture, industry, healthcare, education and digital governance. We are focused on bridging regional disparities, empowering youth and women, and fostering a business-friendly environment to attract investments and innovation to ensure this budget truly reflects the aspirations of our people. We engaged with elected representatives, industry leaders, and key stakeholders, incorporating their insights to create a people-centric roadmap for a better quality of life for all. We have also set new standards of engagement with and feedback from people's representatives by directly engaging with each member of this august House in the budget consultation process. Jammu and Kashmir is at the threshold of a new era of peace and prosperity, with a semblance of normalcy returning after over 3.5 decades of turmoil. This improved environment is contributing to economic progress, with J&K's economy expanding from 1,64,103 crores in 2019-20 to 2,45,22 crores in 23-24. In 24-25, the primary, secondary and tertiary sectors are projected to contribute 20, 18 and 61.7% to GSBA respectively. It is a testament to the strong foundations laid by the leadership of J&K that despite its geographical challenges and multi-decade turmoil, the social economic indicators continue to remain robust. I am confident that J&K will emerge as a leading region in development, playing a vital role in our vision of a developed India by 2047. Because of our historical challenges of high committed expenditures and limited revenue streams, Jammu and Kashmir has been facing consistent fiscal stress. Own tax and non-tax revenues cover only 30% of revenue receipts and 25% of budgetary needs. An unfavorable geographical location and years of unrest have hindered industrialization, straining resources and deepening constraints. This has been compounded by the fact that circumstances have not allowed us to fully harness the sectors in which we have the potential. As a result, J&K remains heavily reliant on central grants and often requires ways and means advances and overdrafts to manage liquidity. Over the past months, we have made significant strides in expanding revenue, curbing non-priority spending, and enhancing fiscal transparency. GST compliance has improved through vigorous monitoring and dealer expansion. To further strengthen revenue realization, we will continue implementing GST tracking for capital works and risk-based e-way bill verifications. Additionally, red flag cases will be closely scrutinized using inputs from the Business Intelligence Unit and GST network to prevent leakages and ensure a more robust tax administration. The government has successfully introduced e-stamping for registration and launched e-Abhigari platform for the excise sector, ensuring greater transparency in excise auctions. With robust improvements in billing, metering and digitization, non-tax revenue has risen to 5,824 crores as of January 31st, 2025, while tax revenue has reached 11,650 crores, both set to exceed last year's collections. Moving forward, we will continue to build on these initiatives to further enhance revenue generation and fiscal management. The government's fiscal stress stems from high committed expenditures. Over 70% of total spending, with salaries and pensions alone accounting for nearly 60% of revenue expenditure. Additionally, high AT&C losses and power sector under-recoveries further strain finances. We are reforming metering, billing and collection to strengthen the power sector. Under-recovery has dropped from 6,552 crores in 22-23 to 5,244 crores in 23-24. with a target of 4,200 crores in 24-25. Expanding the consumer base, smart meters, online billing, and aerial bunched cables are driving this turnaround. High AT&C losses resulted in huge outstanding liabilities for power purchase, for which 28,000 crores were borrowed in the last few years, raising public debt from 48% of GSDP in financial year 15-16 to 52% in 23-24. To mitigate this, we are reducing high-cost debt, optimizing liabilities, and calibrating the repayment schedules for long-term fiscal stability. To tackle fiscal challenges, we are curbing non-priority spending saving through austerity measures in place. Aadhaar seeding and biometric verification are streamlining welfare databases in the food supply and social security sectors. To enhance fiscal transparency, all development expenditures are available on the Empowerment Jan Bhagidari portal for public scrutiny. Additionally, independent officers are systematically verifying projects, ensuring timely completion and quality execution. We are strengthening debt sustainability by keeping all borrowings within approved limits and pursuing fair apportionment of J&K's erstwhile public debt between the successor UTs. We have also started contributing to RBI's contingency funds, CSF, for debt repayment during stress and GRF for sudden financial obligations. Taking advantage of the favorable business and banking cycle, J&K Bank has continued its reform journey, strengthening capital adequacy, corporate governance, and professional management. These efforts have revitalized its financial health, with operating profit expected to rise to 2,100 crores this year from 1,760 crores last year. We have introduced a key reform in pension management to address delays in account reconciliation and mounting reimbursement dues. J&K government now ensures timely pension reimbursements to J&K Bank with zero dues from July 2024. These reforms will continue to drive efficiency and transparency in pension management. We are strengthening fiscal discipline by curbing the reliance on hundis and overdrafts. Improved liquidity management has significantly reduced the government's need for ways and means advances or overdrafts. This budget lays the foundation for a fiscally prudent development path. Given the favorable fund-sharing pattern of centrally sponsored schemes, we are making full use of the opportunity through faster execution, timely submission of UCs, and proactive engagement with central ministries. As a result, CSS receipts have risen sharply from 5,997 crores in 22-23 to 10,324 crores in 23-24, and we aim to sustain this momentum. Additionally, we are enhancing the efficiency of development spending and promoting private sector participation to complement government finances and accelerate J&K's growth trajectory. Jammu and Kashmir continues to face significant infrastructure deficits in areas like road connectivity, water supply, sewage, tourism, and power. Addressing these challenges requires substantial financial resources and continued support from the central government. This year, we actively engaged with the central government, resulting in the formation of an expert committee to resolve financial issues. I met with the Honourable Prime Minister, Union Home Minister, and Union Finance Minister on multiple occasions. I am pleased to share that our efforts have paid off. The central government has approved special assistance for J&K and will support fiscal reforms to enhance revenue and expenditure management. The budget for J&K Police, which was around 11% of our allocation, has been migrated to the MHA budget from 24-25 onward. In addition to this, J&K will receive an extra 5,000 crores in grants from 24-25 and 25-26. I sincerely thank the Honourable Prime Minister, Union Home Minister, and Union Finance Minister for their unwavering support in strengthening J&K's fiscal health and realizing its vision for growth and prosperity. Due to our fiscal reforms and central assistance, the fiscal deficit will be reduced, bringing us closer to our FRBM target. Jammu and Kashmir's economy is projected to grow at 7.5% in 24-25, with an estimated GSDP growth of 9.5% in 25-26. This momentum will be driven by strategic policy measures, infrastructure development, and business-friendly initiatives. Good governance is key to a prosperous and inclusive future. Prioritizing transparency, accountability, and citizen participation, we are empowering local communities and ensuring equitable resource distribution. Digital governance, streamlined public services, and socio-economic initiatives are strengthening public trust and accelerating development. To ensure prompt and transparent public service delivery, the Jammu and Kashmir Public Service Guarantee Act was enacted by our government in 2011. Today, J&K leads in digital governance with 1,166 online services on the e-Unnat portal and over 500 e-services integrated into the rapid assessment system. 387 services are under PSJA, GA, and 104 services linked to the DigiLocker for secure and accessible documentation. our government is committed to transparent and efficient grievance redressal through the J&K Samadhan and Rabita platforms in collaboration with BIS AGN. These initiatives provide auto-routing of grievances, multilingual support, mobile app access, an appeal system, real-time tracking, and feedback analysis. A toll-free call center, 1905, ensures accessibility for all citizens. The Rabita initiative allows direct public grievance registration through the Chief Minister's Public Services and Outreach Office, ensuring swift resolution. These efforts strengthen citizen engagement and governance transparency, ensuring every voice in Jammu and Kashmir is heard. Jammu and Kashmir ranks high in the SDG Index 23-24. To further improve our SDG ranking, our government will strengthen data-driven monitoring, improve resource allocation, and implement evidence-based policies. We are committed to aligning the budget with SDGs and advancing outcome-based budget and monitoring. Our government is committed to fully implementing direct benefit transfer to eliminate leakages and ensure 100% Aadhaar seeding for timely fund transfers. To address delays in old age, widow and disability pensions, we are transitioning to an Aadhaar-based payment system in phases, ensuring efficiency and transparency in welfare distribution. Agriculture and allied sectors are crucial for the livelihoods of most of our population. Our flagship Holistic Agriculture Development Programme, or HADP, with 5,013 crore outlay until 27-28, is reshaping subsistence farming into a commercial agri-economy. For 24-25, 815 crores has been allocated, aiming to double value addition, boosting growth by 11%, create 2.88 lakh jobs, and establishing 19,000 enterprises. The competitiveness improvement of agriculture and allied sector projects, backed by 100 million investment from IFAD and 117 million from the J&K government, will support climate-smart farming and benefit around 3 lakh households. Combined with HADP, these initiatives amount to 6,813 crores and will transform